All right, so we're live, Brennan.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So we're live, and we're live with anybody that's watching, and we're having this conversation about
Oh boy.
occult knowledge about
being woke.
About being woke, about what started.
Woke.
So we decided to have this conversation live with everybody that may be watching, because this conversation popped up with me and Brennan while we were smoking. So Brennan, we talked about, why this shit started, right? Where it begun, and why it's complete and utter bullshit, right? So people, everybody knows this bullshit, don't they? We had this conversation that popped up. We just started fucking rambling on about it, right? But this is what, right? This is occult knowledge, right? And occult means to what?
Hide information from the general public.
To hide information for the general public. To occult certain pieces of information to obtain mind control over the general populace, because they don't have the specific pieces to make complete sense over that information, right?
Of course.
So, people vote. People vote all the time. And they vote because they think that they're doing the right thing, right?
Well, actually, no. They're participating in a really stupid system.
They're participating
They believe that for some reason it makes a difference in anyone's life.
Why the fuck would they think that's something
so
that uses coercion over everybody else makes fucking sense? Please tell me, because my entire life, these motherfuckers that get paid for a living to tell me otherwise is supposed to make sense. Please tell me why this shit makes any sort of fucking sense at all.
It doesn't make any sense. We're a hive mind, and we judge the value of importance by like somebody's career or what they do for money equals honey, or it's really dumb. It's really dumb.
And
we have a queen bee and shit. Like what? Like we're a hive.
Hold on.
I guess we're a collective.
Hold on, let me fix this shit, because we're watching this fucking movie over here too. So what? Yeah. So what?
For some reason, we just judge people's careers by giving them amounts of money, which equals honey. And it's like we judge it by matter of importance, which is like, oh, we have the doctors, and then we have the lawyer ones, and then we have the fucking police officer ones, and then we have these ones doing this insignificant task.
The police officers. Holy shit. Let's go on the police officers. Because nothing, right, that they do in their entire life makes any sense. None whatsoever. They literally have to look at themselves in the motherfucking mirror and hypnotize themselves to wake up every morning, right? Yeah. And believe what they're doing has a positive effect on the environment that they're going out to infect.
I know. People want to believe what they want to believe, and it's really, I don't get the people who could buy into the bullshit. The bullshit of like, if you buy into the system, like, you'll get some rewards. If you keep throwing money at the system, you'll get some rewards. You'll eventually get something.
What fucking rewards do you get, man?
You get shit. You get
what
shit?
What rewards
nothing.
do you get?
All you get is to spend the rest of your life in debt. Like,
he said it,
feeling
in fucking debt.
Feeling the need to oh, I gotta participate in the system a little bit harder, but you never do. You
Fuck,
just,
man.
You just always,
that's exactly what it is, right?
Do.
You're participating in the system. You're participating in the system to one-up your motherfucking neighbor, right?
What's the point in that?
What is the point, right? You watch TV. Everything that you do in your fucking life, from school to high school to college, TV, press, whatever the fuck it is, right?
Been told what to believe.
Oh my God, we're told what to believe. You got the Mercedes-Benz, you got the Lambo, you got the big fucking car, you got the marriage, the white picket fence, all this other shit
That might be an unattainable goal for most people.
Would be an unattainable goal.
And
But
you spend most of your life chasing that American dream.
Chasing it, right.
You
so
chase
you
it all the
spend
time.
your entire life to get these things that you may not even be able to get with the place that you are in life. But no matter where you are in life, you're going to try and get them, right?
Of course. Of course, you might. Of course. It's
So-
like, because you're seeing everyone else get these fucking BMWs and fucking stupid shit cars and like, oh, I live in this mansion, I live in this shit. Like,
But why the fuck would you want to
But-
even do that?
Why would I want to participate in this?
Why
headache-
would you want to participate in
It's
that?
a fucking headache of a system. Like,
Is
where
it-
it's like
is
it
it-
doesn't like just let people do their thing without like. I understand the whole concept of coexistence and doing things for people and like helping people out, but it's like by judging by matter of importance and like that sounds like communism, but it's also just like there's no. It feels like there is no system that works.
JJ Samuelson,
Like-
by the way, and Brennan. This is my boy Brennan.
Hi, how you doing?
Newly awoke, seriously aggressive with the true shit. Really, really proud of this
It's just-
motherfucker. That's why I want to go live with him. Really, really proud of this motherfucker. Seriously seeing shit for what it is. But yeah, go ahead, man. So you see this shit, right? You see this shit. The house, the picket fence, the fucking crazy car. Does
Yep.
it really, really, really fucking matter on the main scope of things? Or does it only matter on the main scope of things as far as they want you to believe it matters?
You should live life for personal fulfillment, and so what if you don't make?
But what is
so
personal
what-
fulfillment? Is it what they want you
They
to
want
believe?
you to believe the personal fulfillment is the nice car, is the nice house, is the nice shit. Is so you keep chasing that holy dollar till you're fucking in a grave. Most people don't make it. Most people.
So what I
kinda-
say all the time, right? Don't I say this? You get this fancy fucking car, right? You've been working for this motherfucking car. This crazy, crazy car that most people can't afford. And you gotta get the second and the third job.
Yep.
How often do you get to drive this car that was so
Barely
important?
at all. Barely at all.
So what did it really matter? in the
It did
first...
not matter whatsoever.
Didn't matter as whatsoever.
But
It did matter in the first place to who that it would matter the most to you.
The people, the
They-
occult information.
The motherfuckers that you don't even know.
Yep. They want you to believe life is all about chasing the hot car, the nice car, the nice.
Isn't that crazy though?
That's all it is.
That's fucking nuts. It didn't really matter to you at all. It only mattered to you that it mattered to somebody else, which
Yeah.
makes it no importance
When you
whatsoever.
when you think about it like that, you just want to always show off and be like, "Oh, look at me! Look what I'm doing now! Look at like I bet you're." Like, what does it matter what you do? Just people like, as long as it goes down to the whole basic thing of like whatever you do doesn't affect me directly, I don't really have a problem. But in this world, you have no choice but to participate in this system.
But you do have a choice though.
You do, and you don't sometimes.
You do though. You always do. Right? It really only matters how much what you want matters to everybody else.
It's true.
Which always gives you a choice.
It's true. But sometimes you also
There is no
got...
sometimes though. It's only
You do have a choice.
You
But,
do,
but,
right.
But it's also like, but to participate in this, if you don't participate in the system, you suffer consequences.
Do you really?
Consequences of
Do you
like,
really?
oh, I don't have the pieces of paper. I can't go to the hospital. I can't.
No, wait.
can't
Be
go
honest. Be
to-
honest with me,
yeah.
because you know me. Does it matter to me?
No,
Why?
'cause it doesn't affect you.
But why does it not affect me, Brennan? Because I've learned to live against the grain. Yes or no?
Of course you have.
In everything that I do, and I'm not bragging to anybody here right now. I'm being honest. I'm being totally fucking honest. And Brennan has known me for a while. When I challenge anything that has been in the doctrine, and I fully believe in it, have I won? You know me. Do I lose?
No, barely. I've never seen you lose.
You've never seen... And this is not just for the viewers. This truly is the way the world is. And everything that I do, and everything that I believe, it has nothing to do with anybody else negatively. Brennan knows. It's like... God, somebody criticized me the other day, so I'm not going to say this. Anything... I'm going to put it this way. Anything that the state or the government has taught you to believe would be a sacrifice may not actually be a sacrifice. What you've learned in school may not actually be a sacrifice. It is only a sacrifice if you conform to believe what they told you it would be. I'm going to go out on a limb. Fuck, I shouldn't be saying this. I shouldn't be saying this because
Just say it, man.
Because I was actually criticized the other day and I had to take some videos down. So this year, the first year only, after 6 years of not filing my taxes, I've decided to go exempt on my taxes. Will I claim the taxes at the end of the year? Brandon, tell me what I'm going to do. Honestly, will I claim my taxes at the end of the year?
Maybe.
No, I won't claim my taxes. Absolutely not. Because the entire reason behind going exempt would just be caved by filing my taxes at the end of the year. So I'm not going to do that. Why am I doing that? I'm doing that because it's been indoctrinated for me to think that I actually owe the state for some sort of service that I didn't say I wanted to be involved in. I didn't say I wanted to go to Syria.
You're pretty when you're born in this world, then it's pretty much like non-consenting rape. It's like
non-consenting rape. Exactly, non-consenting rape.
It's pretty fucked up when you think about it like that. Like I'm sorry I didn't agree to the system of having money all the fucking time. Like if that's what it's all about, then I don't know if I want to be a part of this system. Like if that's what it's all about, then I'm like, oh, well then maybe this is not the society's not ready for the
society's not ready. Does that make your everyday voter an okay person?
I don't think so.
No, why not?
Because they're smart enough. I don't think they're smart enough to figure out that they're being like a trick is being pulled on them, and like.
Why wouldn't they be smart enough? It's probably because they were raised up in a system to believe otherwise. They were raised up in a system to believe that the system is good. They were made to believe that if you buy into the system, this fucking guy really gets it. This fucking guy gets it. For real.
That's how it's always been. Like, if you buy... That's what everyone always tells me, is like, oh, if you buy into the system, if you do what the system tells you to do, things will go good. If you follow what these people do, I'm like, well, what the fuck is the point of that? I don't understand. Like...
This is a newly woke motherfucker, ladies and gentlemen.
I just don't get it.
I met this motherfucker a couple months ago, sitting in my apartment. Totally the opposite. Totally the fucking up. So happy. All by himself, realizing that everything was complete garbage, did he come to understand that everything is complete garbage. Because it is. It's fucking bullshit.
Like...
Listen to this motherfucker. He makes me so happy.
If you want to buy into the system... Because he came
together by himself.
If you want to buy into the system and believe that's believe it's not bullshit, then go ahead and do that. But at least let the people who don't want to buy into the bullshit, like, have no choice but to. It's like, I don't want to buy into the lies or just be on a... I just don't understand people who can turn a blind eye to shit like this.
Turn a blind eye. Right. I mean, I'm sure that you have fucking friends, right? You have friends, right? And there's such a disappointment. I have fucking friends. and they're such a disappointment. I've actually blocked. God, fucking, it hurts so bad. I've had friends that I've known forever, but at this point, over the last couple of years, I actually had other friends, right, who understand the occult that told me straight up and down, yo, Jay, it's gonna happen, man. You're gonna understand this when you get there, but you're gonna get it. You're gonna have friends that you've known your entire fucking life that at some point you just won't be able to listen to anymore.
It's true.
You're not gonna be able to listen to them because once you understand the truth so much.
I do for sure. Like some of my friends, and not to diss any of my friends on Facebook, but if you're buying into the bullshit party, get like that, everything's so fucking great when things are not. I don't understand it. It's like if you're just gonna pretend that this is so great. I mean, like I get things could always be worse, but it's like this is like I'm like if this is the society where it's like. If you try to go against the system, that you get punished all the time and like
punished, right?
For
why would you be punished? That's a good point, right?
Yeah.
That's what you say. Yeah, I love that. So that's what gets everybody all the time. Why would you be punished for something that is non-violent and doesn't affect somebody else? A choice that you make that does not hurt somebody else, you would be punished for. Why does that shit make sense?
Still more fear of authority.
Fear of authority. Coercion, right?
Yeah.
That's like the same thing as a seatbelt. You're getting fined or punished for not wearing a seatbelt, but you didn't hurt anybody else in the process.
No, nobody got hurt in that story.
But the system takes from you.
Of course, because you know what? That's how they make it in this world.
That's like a registration sticker in your car, right?
Of course, and everything has to be registered. You gotta have the money.
Why?
You gotta have the paper for the pieces of paper and buy into the society.
You gotta have registration
it just
on
doesn't
property
make any sense.
that you own for somebody else that doesn't own your property.
Sorry, I'm a poor person. Like I don't have the money to buy into the fucking society.
What happens to you if you want to use your property, a car, your property, you don't have the money to pay the tributes for the registration for the property that
you're fucked.
What? You're fucked. What would they do to you? For property that you own that you've already paid for.
Probably take it away from you.
They take your property. Yo, people, they take your fucking property.
Just because you have no money in that moment. Like,
just because, listen to him. Just because you don't have money to pay tribute for the property that you've already paid for, you'll be what?
You'll be fucking homeless.
You'll be homeless. They'll take the property that you paid for because you didn't have tribute to pay for the property that you own.
Of course.
What the fuck?
If you don't buy it,
what the fuck is that?
That's why I never understood this. You buy into the society thing. I'm like, no. Most of the people I know that even buy into society are still broke. They're still they're not even aware that the system's been designed for them to lose. It's designed to lose
on property that you already own. You own property and you can still lose on it.
It's literally designed to lose. And you know, everyone here, there's a mass amount of people here. Everyone's trying to make the pieces of paper. And everyone.
The pieces of paper really mean
nothing.
No.
They mean nothing.
I don't mean anything.
But it's just the pursuit of it all. It's like I don't want to look back on my deathbed and be like, most of my life I was pursuing pieces of paper.
Because the pieces of paper added up
to
what?
Nothing.
No. Materialistic shit. The thing you were born to love and aspire to get really has no meaning or value at all.
They don't. That's what most people realize.
But that's what
most people realize on their deathbeds. I'm telling you, is they realize that the pursuit of money is very fruitless.
Did they actually have any drive or aspiration to chase that in the first place? Meaning that they didn't get to take it with them, or it had no value for them at the end.
Of course. Has no value. Has
So,
no value in
inevitably, it becomes
it
the
becomes
Matrix
someone
in
else's
itself.
possession. It becomes someone
Who
else's
is somebody
money. And
else?
Anybody, or it could
Who
be
are
theirs.
they? Who are they?
The occult, I think.
The
Who's-
fucking occult. The occult. The ones that drive the information down your throat. Only give bits and pieces of whatever it may be that they're trying to get you to believe and leaving out the other portions so that they can control your minds.
Trust me, don't buy into American society. It's made to make you.
It's not just American now, right? At this point, it's
made
the
to
UN.
lose. It's the whole society. It's made to lose. It's made to lose. Like unless you're somehow that person with the type A personality, go get her. Like, oh, I gotta go get $1 million today. I gotta go do it. Like I don't
But
care.
what is
how
it?
the
What are
hell
they
you-
really getting in the end?
Nothing. Nothing. It's just the pursuit of it all is nuts.
The pursuit of it all is actually the Matrix in itself. It is the idea of the pursuit of all that enslaves all. Thinking that materialistic shit that this system actually provides for people is actually important. The chase of the materialistic bullshit, the money, the whatever, is what enslaves the people in the first place. Yo, how crazy am I? And I'm not just saying it's crazy.
Not that crazy.
Yeah, not that crazy. But I do whatever I want, right?
Yeah.
I do whatever I want. Yo, he says it all the time. Like, I'm crazy. Like, I'm gonna do my skydiving shit. Yo, he thinks it's nuts. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, man,
But I
just
told him,
looking out
like,
for
I
you.
do it because, yeah, I know, man. I'm not, I hope I don't die.
Don't die.
I hope I don't die. I love you, bro. I love all my friends.
Better
but
not die, or I'll be there. I'm gonna come to hell and get you.
I do it. I miss all my friends. But, yo, the real thing is, like, it's not about the car, the house, the picket fence, the marriage, and all this other shit that they've provided in my mind to exist as important. It isn't, right?
What?
It is important. It is important. It would be great if I had it. Like, I love that everybody else has it and I want to have it, but I don't have those aspirations to do that. I have come to a point in my life where living and expecting and happening are two different things. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, and most people really live like they're immortal. Like, oh, I just got to make this little bit of money today, or I got to make,
Or
do
I
this.
got to do this to have this.
Yeah, do this to have this. Like, you're not
Right.
going to be immortal and experience all possessions. Experience, you got to set realistic goals, and like you know, they make it.
But the
hard.
realistic goals are not set on like what other people tell you are important.
Yes,
Like
of
the
cour-
white
of
picket fence, the
course, your
house,
go-
the
your
marriage,
go- your goals,
the
can be your
supercar
own
that you'll
goals.
never be able to go on the highway at top speed.
Of course.
Let's be fucking honest here.
Be real.
You're gonna let's be real. You're gonna Lamborghini that can do 250 miles an hour. Where the fuck in the United States are you gonna be able to do 250
Yeah,
miles an
man.
hour? You just bought a $250,000 car. No, wait a minute. You didn't buy that son of a bitch. You financed that motherfucker, and you never fully paid for the motherfucker, and you'll never be able to do 250 miles an hour. So the full potential of the car that gave the values of the car is non-existent.
Shit.
I know, it's crazy in my mouth.
And the system's actually so rigged that if you don't have the pieces of paper, you end up owing more pieces of
You
paper.
don't end up. Okay, so there's the other really crazy point, right? So the people that can't actually afford the things that they see on TV that they make them to want to get what they want to get, a Lambo, a house, or whatever, they'll use credit, right? The system has created a form of credit, right, so that these people can have things that they can't afford. So they get these things to one up on their neighbor or be as good as their neighbor or whatever the fuck they do to be like what they want to be that they can't actually be. They can't afford. Actually enslaves them.
And we're all unfortunately slaves of
Not
the
all of
system.
us.
Most of, I mean,
Speak for yourself. I'm not
Listen.
a fucking slave. I can afford everything I got.
hey,
And I did it on purpose.
Hey, I'm gonna. Do you not contribute to society in a way?
Do I W4?
Huh?
Do I pay taxes?
No, but you still
I
contribute.
don't pay taxes. So how do I contribute to
But
society?
you contribute to me, and you contribute to those people
Are
over
those
here
voluntary
watching.
though? Those are voluntary, Brendan.
Those are voluntary.
Those are voluntary. I
they are
don't
not
have to
they
contribute
are
to everybody.
Not forced.
They are not forced.
Forced
You came
contribute.
over here and asked me for a voluntary thing, right? Advice. And I
That is
gave
true.
you,
That
and
is
I
true. It is
gave
not a
you it. It is not a forced action.
Forced action.
I decided to give you
It is
advice.
It is
right?
not like, hey,
right?
you better pay me money, or
Right,
ooh,
right.
you're gonna suffer some consequences.
Right, you came over here, you asked me for advice. I gave you advice voluntarily. And that was the end of it. There was no third party to force the action, yes or no?
Of course not.
Did I pay taxes?
No.
My man. I didn't pay the motherfucking taxes. It was an exchange that had nothing to do with the state of the government and worked out just fine. It was between me and this motherfucker. So we have some people that are watching. Right, we're being honest, we're being truthful.
Ooh,
Totally
man.
fucking truthful. And the reason we decided to go this up there is this conversation was real. This conversation was happening between me and him, and I was like, you know what? Some other real motherfucking heads would love to watch this shit. And
It's
this,
just,
this
it's
is the
also
truth,
like-
man.
it's
This is really
it's
how
a
a
really
conversation
messed up
goes.
system, because if you also don't have money, let's say you might have to turn to crime and steal something from somebody. Like because you're so desperate on the street to survive, no one's stepping up to help you. This is a system made for people to get desperate. And some people to not be desperate. It's really just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous because of what, though? Like, let's be real here. Who made this
People,
system?
people,
But
made
what
the
made the people ridiculous?
What made the people ridiculous is
The other people
embracing evil.
embracing evil, right? And the evil is what, though? The school systems.
The school systems, the governments, the institutions, the
Everything
brainwashing
that they
camps.
vote for, contribute to try and make the evil go away.
It's the whole idea of it's the state. It's this if you don't do something a useful function to the state, that's it. An outcast.
It's fucking bullshit.
It's ridiculous.